Welcome into another episode of the UCLA Bruins Insider Podcast here on Sports Illustrated from the Fans First Sports Network. My name is Tom Cavanaugh. Follow me at TCAV30 on Twitter/X, and also follow our insider pages at UCLA Insider on SI. That is both on Twitter/X and over on Facebook. Today we are talking about Nico Iamaleava, the new UCLA Bruins quarterback coming over from the University of Tennessee, the former volunteer freshman. Pretty solid season in his first year, was kind of a semi-finalist for the Heisman a little bit, was definitely in the conversation, and he immediately comes in and he's going to take the starting spot from Joey Aguilar. We're going to get into all of that, but he made it official via his Instagram. This happened a couple of days ago. He just released a picture of him in a UCLA number 8 jersey, and from there you knew all the paperwork and everything was done, and Nico was going to be in Westwood come 2025. And kind of a weird situation because just to kind of break it down very, very shortly, summarize what happened. Nico pretty much was offered close to, I think it was reported $4 million or $2 million from Tennessee for NIL contract to play another year there. He wanted more, wanted to renegotiate that deal and get that number up higher, closer to $4 million. Tennessee was not budging. That led Nico to sit out of the first couple of spring practices. Head coach Josh Heupel and the rest of that volunteer staff said, "See you later. We're not going to entertain a holdout in college football." And that kind of prompted Nico, who's a Long Beach, California native, to try to find a new school. And UCLA, they kind of were looking at him and offered him coming out of high school a couple of years ago. And then also Nico's brother Madden, he was a commit to UCLA. He was a 5-star coming out this past season, and right on signing day, he flips over to the Arkansas Razorbacks, a school that he didn't even visit, just completely blindsided the Bruins. So I'm pretty impressed and surprised that the Bruins would actually do business with Nico Iamaleava after Madden's little altercation there and just kind of flipping, blindsiding the Bruins. But Nico's going to be that guy. Last year, you look at his numbers, just over 2,600 yards passing on 63.8%, 19 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, really, really good numbers. He led Tennessee to a 10-3 record. They had one upset loss to Arkansas, and then they got pummeled by Ohio State, the eventual national champions. That happened in the first round of the college football playoff. But Nico had a pretty solid year. And if you're a Bruin fan, you are feeling pretty darn good about having Nico as your starting quarterback. But it was kind of weird because Joey Aguilar, who was the expected guy coming from Appalachian State, he was a senior in his final year of eligibility. You're thinking Joey's going to get that starting nod, and he'd been working with the first teamers all throughout spring practice. He's the one this time that gets blindsided by the addition of Nico. And if you're the Bruins, I mean, you have to start Nico. You have to, because, I mean, he's got a tremendous ceiling of talent. We just saw it in his freshman year with Tennessee, how good he was. So I think that's the way you got to go. And if you're Aguilar, it's just kind of, a bad flip of the coin. He has already entered the portal. Aguilar, after he heard that Iamaleava was going to be the starting quarterback, he started shopping around, calling other schools. He has not committed anywhere yet, but he did enter his name Monday morning into the portal, and that just makes sense. He's not going to spend his final year of eligibility as the backup to Nico. And if Iamaleava stays healthy, Aguilar probably won't see the field unless there's some severe struggles out of the hands of Nico. So we're wishing Aguilar all the best. That's just a really crappy situation for him to be the guy going to a really huge program like UCLA. You're working with all the first teamers. You're thinking, hey, this is my spot. And then all of a sudden, one day you wake up and, one of the top quarterbacks in the entire transfer portal's coming here and your job's gone. So I feel for the kid, but yeah, Nico's going to be that guy to come in and try to boost this team. Originally, a couple of months ago, I predicted the schedule to be Bruins 7-5 this year. I think they get to 8-4. The only game that I see switched is them beating Indiana. There's a few in there that I think Nico's presence really does help them, whether it's him running the football or just his accuracy through the air. If you're UCLA, you'd love to still have J. Michael Sturdivant, your top receiver that transferred over to Florida. You'd love to still have him on the team. Also, TJ Harden transferring out. That's going to be a big punch in the gut as well. So Nico's going to assume a big role, and I think Bruins fans are pretty happy to have him, despite all of the drama and all the stuff that happened off the field with him renegotiating and thinking about getting a little bit more money. And I think a lot of reports came out saying that he got close to 1.5 mil from UCLA. I think that's a pretty fair number, but he also talked himself out of $500,000. So, I mean, if he's able to come up here, show out, and really make an impact for a UCLA team that is yearning for a productive season, I think that could be great. That's going to do it for us here on the UCLA Bruins Insider Podcast from the Fans First Sports Network. My name is Tom Cavanaugh. Follow me at TCAV30 on Twitter/X, and also follow our insider pages at UCLA Insider on SI, both on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks so much, everybody. See you soon.